Come with me to walk the Bakerloo line, a protein bagel to start the day. And I've actually never paid attention to the leather finish on these seats. As usual on these walks, I'm with Dylan and she's wearing brown, just like the Bakerloo line. Unlike the circle line, but we digress. We started just before 9 o'clock and I was so tired. I think we both were, to be honest. And if you're from Northwest, please tell me you also think South Kenton is the most dodgiest station ever. Imagine having to walk through that tunnel during the night. Usually when you play number 10 in football, you're called the link. Hence why I took a picture with the sign called the link. You get it? No? Okay. North Wembley station was next, so we're making a bit of progress. During the walk from North Wembley to Wembley Central, I may or may not have taken us the wrong way, but life isn't linear. There's ups and downs and you may face some obstacles along the way, such as me temporarily forgetting to check the maps to look where we're actually going. But that's okay because we were quickly back on track. This walk to Stonebridge Park station was very interesting to say the least. Nice view during the day, but if you thought South Kenton was bad, imagine having to walk over that bridge during the night. I was beginning to feel a bit peckish, so I grabbed the meal deal, which consisted of big red hula hoops, chicken Caesar wrap, and water. Highland water to be precise, and the pH is 7.8. This will be my first time drinking since August, and Buzzballs need to sort out the splashback situation.
Throat go. Sorry.
And only in Northwest will you see stray sugarcane.
Oh!
Wilson Junction was next and I was a bit annoyed because the sign was orange. But that lady definitely did cheer me up. And it's actually quite cool that you get to walk along the track. Like, imagine running alongside the train that you're running late for. You've been walking for 4 hours and we're still in Northwest. I'm just wondering, when would this torture end? Kensal Green Station was next and we're back to the blue signs. Another Buzzball was acquired and I'm still sticking to the green flavour. Fun fact, that's only my 4th ever Buzzball. A quick fit check to show off our brown outfits before we reach Queen's Park. And then Kilburn Park shortly after. I have a confession, I might be in love. I'm in love with Shah's halal food. But we got chicken and chips instead. And you heard right, I said we. Even though Dylan is a girl. And chicken and chips is only for boys. Or men, but I allowed it on this occasion and we shared the 6 wings and chips. They were actually quite mid though. I only trust Morley's. It's around 4:30, so it's been about 7 hours since we started walking. And we've only just reached the halfway point, which is Warwick Avenue. But it's not the halfway point in terms of distance. We've been along this canal before for the circle line, but we're going in the opposite direction to get to Paddington Station. And shortly after was Edgware Road Station. And shortly after that was Marylebone Station. Then Baker Street and Regent's Park, and then off the Circus Station. If you can't tell by now, after Paddington, all the stations are quite close, which meant that the end was near. If you can see Times Square London, that means you're near Piccadilly Circus Station. Trafalgar Square looks quite cool at night. The building that looked like the White House. You could also literally see Charing Cross and Embankment Station on that street. And this is sometimes the reality of taking pictures at each station. Some stations are incredibly busy, but I always have to get the money shot, even if that means waiting for a whole minute. Pictures and videos I have to add. The views from the Golden Jubilee Bridge were absolutely stunning. Immaculate. But what's even better is knowing that there's only 2 stations after Waterloo Underground Station. We walked through this graffiti tunnel underpass thing that I didn't even know existed. They also had a few bars in there as well. If you're into arts, I'd recommend you checking that place out. Station was next and the end was there. You know you're in South when you start seeing police cars with flashing lights. I wouldn't want it any other way. And just like that, almost 11 hours later and we're done. And dare I say it, it was pretty easy. We got some Colombian food and went home. Peace.